Good morning and thank you for joining us on this Thursday's edition of the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. As always, we're coming to you live from our Newsfirst studios here in Colombo. This morning too, we are ready to bring to you the details on all the top stories from here at home and around the world. You can stay tuned with us for the news in detail. Well, today marks the 7th day since the conflict between Iran and Israel began. And ever since this conflict began, we have been following up on it closely and reporting to you the very latest developments with regards to it. And this morning too, we have some interesting developments that we are ready to bring to you. Now, Iran and Israel continued to attack each other on Wednesday night as Donald Trump, US President, weighed on the US involvement. Foreign media reported that US President Donald Trump on Tuesday night approved plans to attack Iran, but he has not made a final decision on whether or not to strike the country. Earlier, Trump said, "I may do it, I may not do it," when asked whether the US would join Israeli strikes on Iran. The US President added, and I quote, "Nobody knows what I want to do, but I can say this, Iran's got a lot of trouble and wants to negotiate," unquote. Meanwhile, the UN Security Council will convene an emergency session on Friday at the request of Iran, Russia, China, Pakistan and Algeria to discuss this ongoing conflict. Danny Danon, the Israeli ambassador to the UN, said they will attend this as well. Russian President Vladimir Putin has addressed the conflict between Israel and Iran during a roundtable with news leaders in St. Petersburg. According to the Associated Press, Putin said that Russia was not imposing anything on anyone and that they are simply talking about how they see a possible way out of this situation. He said the decision should be left up to the political leadership of all the countries, primarily Iran and Israel. Asked by the AFP if Iran had asked for Russia's help, Putin responded that Iranians had not asked them about it. Meanwhile, the Israeli Air Force says it has intercepted a drone launched from Iran after alerts were triggered in the early hours of Thursday morning. It says alerts were activated following the intrusion of a hostile aircraft in several areas in the north of the country. Well, it's now time to shift our attention to local news. So let's take a look at how power was established in urban councils as well as Pradesh Sabhas in several areas. Now, the Kuliapitia Urban Council met yesterday under the leadership of Northwestern Provincial Commissioner Sanjeevani Herath. In the recent elections, the National People's Power won 6 seats, Samagi Janabalawege 5, the United National Party 3, and both the Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna and the Podujana Eksat Peramuna secured 1 seat each. A disagreement arose over the voting method for the chairman post. The SJB called for an open vote, while the NPP pushed for a secret ballot. A preliminary secret ballot to decide the method resulted in 9 votes for an open vote and 6 for a secret ballot. An open vote followed, electing SJB's Gamini Karunaratne as chairman with 9 votes, defeating the NPP's Niroshan Janaka Patirana, who received 6. Notably, SJB member Mahesh Buddhika was absent due to a reported dispute the night before. The NPP secured 8 seats in this council, while the SJB secured 4 seats, UNP 3 seats, Sarvajana Palaya Party 1 seat and SLPP 1 seat. A disagreement arose over whether the chairman should be elected by secret or open vote. Western Provincial Commissioner of Local Government then decided to hold a secret ballot to settle this dispute. This yielded 9 votes in favour and 7 against, holding the chairman election via secret ballot. Saman Kirti of the NPP was elected chairman through the secret ballot that was held thereafter. Meanwhile, the National People's Power successfully established control over the Soranatota Paradeshiya Sabha. This council consists of 16 members. The NPP secured 6 seats, the Samagijana Balawege 4, Podujana Eksat Peramuna 2, Sri Lanka Podujana Peramuna 2 and the United National Party 1 as well as the Sarvajana Balaya Party 1. 2 proposals were presented for electing the chairman, one calling for a secret vote and another for an open vote. A vote was held to decide the method, but it resulted in a tie. Now, due to this deadlock, the final decision was made by drawing lots. As a result, AD Ashoka Kirti of the NPP was chosen as chairman. He had contested against RM Harshamilinda of the SJB. Following this session, a heated argument broke out among the SJB members within the council. Well, with that, we move on to more local news for this morning. Now, Prime Minister Dr. Harinyamarasuriya has revealed that Sri Lanka's education system will undergo a significant transformation in 2026, that is next year, marking a pivotal step toward national progress. Speaking at an event held in Colombo yesterday, the Prime Minister highlighted the importance of a holistic revival in the country, not limited to political or economic reforms, but encompassing social change as well. She noted that education must play a central role in this shift, serving as the engine for national renewal. She said that the government is preparing to launch a restructured approach to education that will support the development of human capital suited for a forward-thinking as well as inclusive society. Dr. Amarasuriya stressed that this reform will be aimed at nurturing individuals who can contribute to a well-rounded and progressive social structure, emphasizing the need to build a nation that thrives in every dimension. Meanwhile, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has announced that United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights, Volker Turk, will arrive in Sri Lanka on a 3-day official visit starting on the 23rd of this month. Now, this marks the first visit by a UN High Commissioner for Human Rights to Sri Lanka since 2015. According to a spokesperson from the Foreign Ministry, this visit follows the invitation extended by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Sri Lanka, Vijay Herath, during a meeting with the High Commissioner in Geneva last year. Now, during his visit, Turk is expected to meet with several high-level government officials, including President Anurukumara Dissanayake, Prime Minister Dr. Harinyamarasuriya, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, as well as the Minister of Justice. The ministry also stated that the High Commissioner plans to tour several key regions across Sri Lanka, including Kandy, Jaffna and Trincomalee, to observe local conditions as well as engage with community representatives. Additionally, Volker Turk is expected to participate in a series of special sessions that are focused on human rights issues during his stay in the country. Now, the Sri Lankan government has also decided to join hands with other countries in the South Asian region to formulate a special policy framework aimed at minimizing food waste and addressing existing food safety concerns. Now, this initiative was launched with the commencement of a policy dialogue held in Colombo under the theme Beyond Waste, Optimizing Food, water and energy for better nutrition in South Asia. The two-day dialogue is being organized under the joint leadership of the World Bank, the Prime Minister's Office and the Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock, Lands and Irrigation. According to a statement from the Prime Minister's Office, the primary goals of this policy dialogue are to reduce food loss, strengthen food systems as well as promote the sustainable use of resources in the country. Now, this regional collaboration is expected to help design actionable strategies that support nutrition, sustainability and resource efficiency across the entire South Asian region. With that, let's move on to the weather forecast for today. The Met Department says that several spells of showers will occur in the western, Sabrakamua and northwestern provinces and in the Nuwara Eliya, Kandy, Galle and Mathura districts. Showers or thunder showers may occur at a few places in the Over province and in Ampara and Batticaloa districts during the afternoon or night. Fairly strong winds of about 30 to 40 kilometers per hour can be expected at times over the western slopes of the Central Hills and in the northern, north central, southern and northwestern provinces as well as in the Trincomalee district. And as always, the general public is requested to take adequate precautions to minimize damages caused by temporary localized strong winds and lightning during thunder showers. And finally, we move on to sports news this morning. In sports, it's cricket. Now, the first test match between hosts Sri Lanka and Bangladesh enters its third day today, taking place at the Galle International Cricket Stadium. This match is being played as part of the 2025-2027 ICC World Test Championship cycle. Now, batting first, Bangladesh posted an impressive total with captain Najmul Hossain Shanto leading from the front, scoring 148 runs, including 15 fours and 6 sixes. The highest scorer of the innings was Mushfiqur Rahim, who made a commanding 163 runs, anchoring the middle order. Liton Das also contributed significantly with a solid 90. On the bowling front now, Sri Lanka's attack saw an even distribution of wickets, with Asitha Fernando, Milan Ratnayaka and Therunee Ratnayaka each claiming 3 wickets. Now, at stumps on day 2, Bangladesh had reached a total of 484 runs for the loss of 9 wickets. And that's a wrap of this morning's edition of the Breakfast Rundown on TV1. I'm Therunee Karunaratne. Thank you for joining us this morning, and do make sure to join us tomorrow as well for more of the very latest from here at home and around the world. Take care. Have a wonderful day ahead.